About you, you're the one that I want. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move, how to move.
Hey y'all, what's good? Ah, hey, what's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? Once again, the notifications ain't been sent out, YouTube, but whatever. Um, I guess I let it slide. This is Mama's Day. But come tomorrow. What's good? Y'all make sure to like up the lab as you enter the sanctuary. All right. I understand it might not be a lot of folk because it is Mammy's Day, but to whoever comes, like up the lab as you enter. Oh, I feel you, Danielle. Ain't it something? Child. I'm glad you received your thing on time because a lot of people obviously haven't. But then again, it's like I say, they probably are with the mamas. I guess. So I guess my live gonna be for the people that ain't got theirs no more. All right. The folk that ain't got theirs no more unite. That's what this is. Okay, we just gonna talk about the ones that do still got their mama. How about that? Okay, we gonna talk about them. Hey, Brandon, you feel it? I know. Ain't that something? My bad. Y'all know I get started at the 10-minute mark, and we 5 minutes in. I ain't gonna be here long. I say that all the time, but I'm really not. This just gonna take the place for Never Ever Mets till tomorrow. Okay, this gonna take the place of Never Ever Mets till tomorrow. Um, that'll come tomorrow. I don't plan on watching no TV show until Roa tonight. That's because I got her. But hey Kappa, thank you for the Mother's Day live. I lost my mom in 2023. I understand, friend. Don't worry about it. We gonna rally around and talk about the people that still got their mama. That's what we gonna do. See, why should we be the only ones to be made to feel like crap on Mama's Day? So we just gonna sit around and talk about the ones they do, like a junkyard dog. That's what we gonna do. We gonna feel better about ourselves. All right. Child, everybody talking about how the New York Housewives is finna be going off air, um, without so much as a winter coat, with no chance of parole. Dear Jesus. Well, don't come for me, friend. I almost lost mine 2 years ago to breast cancer, but thank God she's still here. Sending love to you all. Appreciate you, boo. Shout out to your shout out to your mama for making it. Period. I guess you could slide, but everybody else is getting talked about like a junkyard dog. Period. We 8 minutes and 30 some seconds in, y'all. What is this? Child, people still out here trying to expose Julius. My God. Well, hold on. Let me say that. That'll give me something to talk about when I do the Love After Lockup Live. Let me say that. That I can add that to that. 10 minutes. All right, y'all. Let's see. Welcome to Giving You the Realty Missionary Baptist Church, where my slogan is I mind the business that pay me. So, if your business gonna pay me, I'm a mad it or whatever. And if it don't, it won't. And so it is what it is. Um, Brandon, ain't nobody got time for you to be up in here crying, child. All right, ain't nobody got no time for that, friend. All right, ain't nobody got no time for that. Okay, go and get yourself together and come right on back. All right. Nah, I ain't watching yet, but I can though because it's finally on demand. I told you I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. So no, I didn't do it yet. Y'all begging me. It must have been good. It must have been real good because all of y'all is just asking me out of nowhere to do this, that thing, get it. It better be as good as y'all making it out to be. See, I don't know you personally, but I truly have love for you on this day. And if you are, thank you, Pooh. But yeah, that's AC. I was about to say, the hell is that? A happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. And for those of you all who still got y'all mamas, y'all can ride in hell. And I say that with love. Um, and all that good stuff. So speaking of, since we here, and for those of you all who still got y'all's, what y'all get y'all mama? And don't come up here and say nothing. Not you drunk. You drunk is too something. What y'all get y'all mamas? Or don't say nothing. The ones that still got y'all. All I wanted was her hair washed and colored since it's growing back. Since it's growing back in so beautiful. Ain't that nice? Did you do it? Or did you take it to Juanita's? I tuned in because I knew my friend would make me laugh if he did just that. You hung over. Get your go eat some bread. Okay? Go go eat some toast or some saltines or something like that. Get you a warm ginger ale and a Powerade or a Gatorade, something to hydrate you, and go get your life together. Okay? Juanita hooked her up. Okay, okay, that's what's up. Y'all better ball out for your mom if she's still here. I agree. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Sending you lots of love. Thank you, Pooh. Not Juanita Bumper Girl. Yes. I got my mama a bouquet of flowers in her favorite three colors, some perfume, jewelry, shoes, candles from Bath and Body Works, and a few outfits. Ain't that nice, Cameron? I wish I was your mama. Uh, I wish I was your mama. Um, I got my mama a ton of plants and roses. My God, I hope you ain't make it look like I hope you ain't make it look like somebody died, friend. What you mean a whole bunch of plants and flowers? Perfume, garden supplies, says she wants to start gardening. Love you, T. Ain't that nice? My mama did that kind of. Like way back in the 90s when we lived in that big white crib. I remember I told y'all about that. And I walked across the school. I was about what? I walked across the school. I walked across the street to school. I was about what? First grade around this time. She had a flower bed. She did that. She had a flower bed. She went out and bought like a whole lot of bunch of little flowers or whatever. And she used to be out there tending all that. She did that. She had her little I want to plant moment way back in the early 90s. Thank you, Aubrey. I got my mama some tickets to a play. We going with my church on Tuesday. Ain't that nice? You say she loves plants? I almost lost my mama 2022, so I always make sure that I go the extra mile for her. Ain't that nice? Child. Hey, Gail, what's good, boo? So, y'all, what's going on? Okay, because I told y'all I'm not gonna be here long. What's going on? I hear some about Team Twirl done spoke out. What Team Twirl speaking out about y'all? What y'all done did to Team Twirl on that? Hey Tay, what's good? Who taking their mother to see Smokey? I know y'all lying. Y'all better not go take it. I know y'all lying. Y'all better not. I better not hear about none of y'all being down there to SR's show. I don't care what. I do not care. It's the principle of the situation. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the principle of the situation, though. Thank you, lovely Nail. I appreciate you, boo. Nail, you ain't the Neplicon, is you? Speaking of, to let the streets tell it, Carlos say they're gonna be back real soon. Allegedly. Okay. Speaking of, they say they about to be real back real soon. Allegedly, we might not have to wait the usual time, which makes sense. That's probably why they rushed Detroit, so that they could go on ahead and get Detroit out the way, so that they could go on ahead and make. Let me just say this, since we on this topic right quick. To be real with you, Carlos, I can accept you a lot better if you just be real with your feelings and do what you really want to do. And that is, I ain't got no issues with nobody in Detroit. And I ain't got no issues with nobody in DC. But he just need to go on ahead and just do to Detroit what he obviously did to DC. And then he could just focus on the 1, 2 shows that he gives a fuck about and that gives him the most money, which is unfortunately that other show and Bell Collective. I'm cool with that. And I get it. I get it. Like, no more Bold and Bougie, no more Grown and Gospel, no more Detroit, no more DC. Just go on ahead and just spend and stick all your time to that other show and Bell Collect, and just do that. Because at this rate, I feel like that's what it's gonna be anyway. So just go on ahead and just let it be that. Like, why do we gotta go through all this bullshit, nigga? Why do we got to go through all of that, Carlos? See, this is why me and you see. This is exactly why me and you be twirling, because I see it for what it is. Damn it. So, y'all make sure to like up the live, okay? Yeah, Cameron, that's really how I feel, because they're saying that Carlos dropping nuggets that is going to be coming back a lot sooner. Y'all know it usually come on about the middle of September. Not even the middle, about the beginning of September, maybe like the second week of September. And we'll start seeing advertisements about it probably in August. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like because they rushed Detroit the way they did, and this is only what, May, it's probably gonna be out maybe, I don't know, maybe July, maybe August. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is. I swear to God, I would not be surprised. Yeah, I like DC. But see, the reason why I added DC to that is because I still don't feel like DC would get the same amount of TLC that Huntsville and Bell Collective will get. Don't get me wrong. I like DC. DC grew on me, but I still feel like they still it would still be some slacking going on right. I just still feel like it would. I still feel like we'll be feeling like we're missing pieces of the puzzle and we're missing this and missing, like I just feel like something it I just, so that's why I added DC to that. Just go ahead and get rid of that too. That's how I feel. And just concentrate on what he really want to concentrate on. And there's no shame in that. That's fine. Huntsville, your biggest money maker. Bell Collective is coming up. So it's just like, just deal with that. That's how I feel. Ain't no shade, Carlos. Do your thing. It's the long breaks in between the seasons. Right. Because it's too much going on. That's what I think. So if he scraps that shit and just deal with the shows that he really truly wants to deal with, it won't be so half-assed, and I don't feel like it'll be rushed. I don't. Yeah, what? So Boosie receives an honorary PhD in music comp, composition from Kingdom Heritage University. Kingdom Heritage University. Alexa, where is Kingdom Heritage University? Heritage University is in Tucson, Washington. Alexa, where is Kingdom Heritage University? Heritage University is in Tucson, Washington. Okay, never mind. Let's see. Is it in Florida? They could say Florida. I think they say it's in Florida. You said Kingdom Heritage sound like an online school. That's what I thought too. Kingdom Heritage University. It is Kingdom Heritage University exists to advance the kingdom of God through education aimed to impact humanity. Yeah, they're in St. Petersburg, Florida. So it probably is some online shit. But I mean, unless you're out of state. Hey, so sweet Keish. Who the F gave Boosie a degree? Wipe me down. I'm weak. Do I have memberships? Yes, I have memberships. Y'all tell her how to get the memberships, y'all. I can't think right now. You should see it on the chat, boo. Oh, Phil gifted somebody a membership. Who was it? Was it her? Thank you, Phil, for gifting somebody a membership. Who was it? DK? Tell her thank you, DK. All right. So you see where you put the I think that's how you do it. Hold on. Yeah. You see where you put the comment in and you see a little dollar sign. You hit that, and then it'll take you to, whether you want a membership or a super stick or something like that. That's how you do it. You say it only say super chat. I don't know, Pooh. I don't know. Go to the home page. Go to my channel page. Go to the home page. You know, on my page, and you should see the join button there. Go through it that way. Oh, you got an iPhone. Oh, well, I don't. Okay, I got a Samsung. Okay, so I don't know. You got to talk to an iPhone user. Okay, you have to talk to an iPhone user, friend. But shout out to Boosie and his music honorary music PhD. Lord have mercy, Jesus. The nigga got on sneakers. I think everybody got on sneakers. Even the is he the teacher's child? Is this real? Like everybody up here got on sneakers and jeans and shit with all with cats and cows and shit. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Boosie say they also named the music class at the college after me. What don't kill you only makes you stronger. Dr. Hatch, I'm about to get some business cards made. All this is God's plan. Kingdom Heritage. You thank you, Brandon, for joining, baby. Listen, you was gifted that. You didn't work for it. So technically it really doesn't count. And this is coming from a person that actually went to college and walked across the stage. Okay. If you ask any one of us, they'll tell you that's bullshit. All right. And if you ask any other doctorate person that ran that GADDES and actually worked to get it, and their work is what got them accepted to like walk across the stage and get the cap and gown and get the announcements and see all of that. See, it means more when you do that. See, when you do it that way, that shit means more. Talk about some damn Dr. Hatch. Girl, bad. Like, we don't go sit down somewhere, Boosie, and leave us the hell alone. I know some Doctor. How to get business cards made, Doctor Hatch. I guess. Um. So actors KJ Smith and Sky Black revealed they're expecting their first child together. Ain't that cute? I guess. She done ran out there. Not only did she marry my man, she got the nerve to have a baby vow. I suppose. Tia Kim claps back at at social media users accusing her of moaning on a boat with DDG. Says she was vomiting, I was hurling, and my son was on the boat with me. Dear God Almighty. Uh, Tia, you out there moaning on a boat with Daryl ass girl. How they gonna come out there and fuck you up? You could play. You keep on playing. I thought EJ liked men, but hey, AJ. And why you thought that? That part, the way I had to run that portfolio to my professor. iPhone users can use a laptop or a computer, go to his homepage, and you will see the memberships. See, that's why I don't fuck with Apple now. Because see, y'all gotta go through all that fuck shit just to get to something as simple as that. You see, that's why I don't own nothing Apple around here. I don't want it, don't need if I do, it'll be a MacBook. But all of the rest of that foolishness y'all got going on with Apple, see, that's why I don't do all that. See, everything gotta be so damn complicated. You say he always gave you zesty. I'm screaming. Um, so y'all listen to this. A man was killed a man was unalive Northwest DC Wednesday after an SUV driver intentionally ran him over while two occupants inside hopped out, stole cash that the victim had just withdrawn from the ATM. According to two law enforcement sources familiar with the investigation, told News 4. The man, Donnell Brackett Phillips, 55, was walking around 4:15 a.m. When a white SUV came straight at him as it turned right. In the video obtained by the site, you can see seconds leading up to the fatal incident. Donnell realizes the SUV is coming at him with no attempts to slow down, which caused him to flare his arms out in an attempt to signal the driver to stop. Police believe the driver of the white Hyundai SUV and the other occupants inside the car watched Donnell take cash out of an industrial bank ATM nearby and then followed him while he walked. After the fatal incident, at least two people got up out the SUV. Investigators believe they went through the victim's pockets. Police sources said the SUV driver then turned around and went to the industrial bank ATM, where suspects tried to withdraw money. Police did rush Darnell to a nearby hospital where he later succumbed to his injuries. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? And you could see the man get ran over. I tell you, it's a shame. It's a pity and a shame. Let's see. I'm trying to find something worth talking about. Did y'all catch that? Worth talking about? Anywho, um, so this says neighbors. A Florida woman has been slapped with multiple charges for pulling a GUN out and firing off on a man she lives with after the 59-year-old told her, "You don't run this house," prompting her to go straight Medea on his ass. According to Law and Crime, the incident went down back in April. The comment that the man made set Cassandra Stuckley, 59, off to the point where she fired off not one shot, but four shots at the 59-year-old man. But before she pulled out the deadly weapon, she antagonized him, allegedly called him pussy boy, and spat in his face. Cassandra, aka Lil Medea, has been charged with attempted second-degree murder with a deadly weapon and illegal possession of a firearm in connection. The situation between the two really wasn't that deep to begin with. The victim allegedly told police he heard Cassandra running her mouth to someone outside about how she run this house, according to WPLG. When she walked inside, he allegedly told her, "You don't run this house," and continued to walk to his room. Police said Cassandra went to her room and grabbed her GUN and walked over to the victim's glass door to his room and started tapping on the glass with the GUN. After calling him a pussy boy, she fired a single shot into his room and then four additional ones, police said. A witness who was at the scene allegedly told detectives he heard the argument and watched Cassandra fire 3 to 4 rounds towards the man bedroom child. When, when confronted by police, Cassandra denied firing a gun into the victim's bedroom and pointed out how there were no bullet holes in the victim's door to prove it. Well, a GUN matching witness and victim descriptions were allegedly found inside the home the following day. It's not clear what the relationship between the two it's not clear what's the relationship between the two, besides they both live in the same house. Cassandra actions landed her in jail, held on a $12,500 bond. Something tells me there won't be any questions about who runs the house moving forward. Dear Jesus. Thank you, Miss Yolanda. Happy Mother's Day to you too, babe. Y'all make sure to like my live. Please. Okay? Please, please, please like up my live. Thank you, Cassie. I appreciate you, baby, for your cash app. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, baby. Thank you for the love, boo. I appreciate you. Thank you, Puddin. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Cassandra, get your life together, girl. It won't that deep. Um, who you got? Benzino says he wants to get in the ring with 50 Cent. 3 rounds, I'll whoop you, you big sloppy and too stiff. Let me see if y'all can hear this crap. Hold on. There we go. Where is it? Oh, here we go. We can get in the ring, and I'll beat your ass, Curtis. Yeah, me and you could get in the ring for that money. 3 rounds, I'll whoop you. You big and sloppy and too stiff, and I don't believe all that Golden Glove shit. All right, we gonna put that to the side. Mayweather, holla at me. Believe me. I'll be his Huckleberry. How the fuck could I snitch when he was the first one that called him and said that the first one, before any statement that I made anything, he said he shot me. Let's make that clear. All right. Months go by. It's time for the grand jury. Now the grand jury is going to be the jury that got picked to see that if he's going to get charged with attempted murder. In Boston, anything over the waist, attempted murder. Anything below the waist, assault with a dangerous weapon. Above the waist, 15 years and up. Everybody knows that. We get to the grand jury. They ask me, do you know who? I said, nah. I could see who shot you, point to my side. I don't see anybody.
It was that simple when I left. There was another 10 witnesses that were white people and everything that were on the highway that witnessed him shooting me. Because I said that he didn't shoot me, he got 18 months for shooting in a dwelling around people. That's what he got charged with. If I would have said he shot me, he would have did 15 years. 15 years. So I don't give a fuck about no internet. I'm solid. 50 Cent, your pussy. My nephew, your pussy. And if any motherfucker, and if there's any real issues, I'm not hard to find. But that's a fact. What I just said was fact. We don't gotta, and the paperwork's out there. So I don't want to hear about no snitching shit. I don't want to hear it. We can get in the ring, and I'll beat your ass.
I mean, look, I don't even know what's going on, but listen, all I got to say to you, Raymond, is this: protect your neck. All right, protect your neck. That's all I got to say to you, Raymond. Protect your neck. All right. Now, look, I don't know what Curtis got, but I don't know. I don't even know what's happening. Something about him snitching. What who you snitch on, B? Child. I will beat your ass, Curtis. I guess. Anyway. Well, Curtis, Raymond said he'll fuck you up, nigga. What you finna do about it? Moving on. I'll Be Sure believes Diddy was behind his 2022 coma due to multi-organ failure, says he's willing to testify in upcoming trial and refuses claims that Kim Porter died of pneumonia. She was in the best of health.
So there's no marketing. I'm living my truth, and it's time. So you were in that coma in 2022. You had the liver transplant, you had the tracheotomy, all that stuff that went on. Multi-system organ failure. Wow. Right. Have they figured out what happened yet? We will. I mean, the doctors, medically, like, what happened to you? Yeah, what happened? So you just collapsed, right? Yeah, so, just mysteriously out of the blue, which we do talk about in the book. Yes, what that process is. But, so it's been quite a journey. And as I said, even as it relates to writing the book, I went through almost, more than a decade of being scrutinized and clowned by law enforcement and telling me, you need some help. Sex trafficking? Really? What's wrong with you? No way. Just not realizing that they were also working for the situation. Because you were hinting, saying, posting. I get calls, taken down, or else, so on and so forth. This is about Diddy, so let's be clear for everybody.
This is about Diddy, who's about to, his trial's about to start. Yeah, they're selecting a jury.
You were on this train years ago. Yes, many, many years ago. I posted some information that was, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, there's a wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, all having a great time. And I'm, grabbing Sean like, what? And she's in the back going, stop, So it was a really festive opportunity just for all of us to be together, because it's nothing like the circus that's out here. So it was a lot of stuff, came to surprise, but a lot of this stuff will be revealed because And that's why I thought it would be a good idea to finally tell my story. Every network came to me, participate in so and so, but I said, listen, I have no interest in speaking about another man.
But you are in the book.
Yeah, right. But this, I will speak about where our paths cross and which is most relevant. It's something I've been trying to say for many, many years. And unfortunately, Roseanne, even with Sean being incarcerated, that's not a celebration. There's no celebration in it. First and foremost, there's way too much collateral damage, and in many, many ways. Many people's lives are affected. And in fact, a genre of music that I grew up in is ruined right now.
You're blaming Diddy for that?
I'm blaming this entire industry and the way it's gone. And, there's no one person that's in charge, but this level and this magnitude of a story of detriment, of diabolical, just heinous, whatever's really going on, it's unfortunate.
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you?
No.
No?
I have the truth. But one thing is, you have volunteered to testify at the trial, correct? Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed. Okay. So my attorneys worked something out. So I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys. But you're willing to? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I am. And again, there's no, like I said, this is not marketing for me. I'm living this life. And the only reason I wanted to tell the story was...
Trying to listen, because he's talking too much for me. Look, I feel like this. LB, listen, do your ass want to end up in another damn coma? You trying to put all this on the entire music industry and all of that? Listen, LB, do your ass want to end up in another one? Do you want to wind up being neighbors with SpongeBob and Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, Pearl, Gary, Miss Puff, Flex, the Nematodes, King Neptune? You get my drift? What's good, Kim? Child. Because y'all know I don't want to see nothing to happen to LB. I'll be sure. Why are you talking now, child? I don't know. I just wish he wouldn't. Like, he came out of one coma. I don't want him to end up in another one, probably a permanent one, sitting here running his mouth about the damn music industry. He listen, LB, not the bottom of the sea, under the sea, okay, under the sea. I don't want him to end up down there, but he finna if he keep running his damn mouth. Jamon Green says, no, Jamon Green goes off about how he's portrayed in the media. I'm not an angry black man. I'm a very successful black man. Girl, bye. Jamon Green, go sit your little dick ass down somewhere. All right, that's why he act like that, y'all, because his dick little, if y'all didn't know. I remember that I remember that pic that came out. That's why Draymond act like that. Most dudes that act like him, that's why. They're angry. Moving on. How long have we been live? 50 minutes. I said I ain't gonna be up here now when I am. We at 51. So I got 9 minutes left. So why I'll be talking now? I don't know. But I wish he wouldn't. So Piers Morgan goes off on a self-proclaimed racist Lily Gaitis after she claims that white people are under attack and admits that she frequently uses the N-word. And he says, "You're a deplorable human being. Shame on you." Dear Jesus.
And as much as Black people and people of color want to talk about systematic racism in the United States, it's quite the opposite. They get preferential treatment when it comes to getting a job, when it comes to getting into colleges. White people, on the other hand, have been getting attacked relentlessly. Look at 2016 and BLM and all the riots. We just had to sit back and watch people burn down our cities and do nothing about it. So the way to fight back against essentially this anti-white hatred that's been systemically, ingrained in U.S. society is with white unity. We don't see white unity on.
Hang on. Okay, but hang on. Sorry, just to be clear, this has got nothing to do with anything you just said. This is a disgusting racist woman who repeatedly spews the N-word, first at a young child, and then at the person taking the video of her, does it with complete impunity, does it numerous times. We are talking about a bona fide, unquestionable racist. And so I don't understand why what you've just said to me bears any relation to white unity or anything you've just said. She's just a racist. End, isn't she? You wouldn't dispute that.
It's not about her. It's not about her. It's about white people coming together and supporting another white person. And it doesn't matter.
Why would you want to support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in the country.
No, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say. Would you use the N-word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
Mm-hmm. I do, quite frequently.
You use the N-word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
But if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, and are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different.
Sorry, just to be clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context? Right. Do you use it with Black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? People. When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist?
Correct.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care. Why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendricks? Why are we talking about?
Well, actually, I think you've moved it on in this debate very quickly to your own racism, which explains why you've supported her in public and why you've got all these views. You see no problem with a woman shrieking the N-word repeatedly because you yourself are a despicable racist, and you've just proudly admitted that with a smug grin on your face, which is pretty horrifying, actually, for most people to have to watch. And shame on you. You're entitled to do it, and I'm entitled to call you despicable.
I agree.
Well, shame on white people for allowing themselves to be systematically discriminated against in the United States. This is our country. This is a country that should be.
What do you mean your country?
Because I'm white and my.
Well, there are no Black people in American history. Is that what you're saying? That they've all just landed in America, invading your white country? Is that your position?
Mm-hmm. Well, they were brought here technically.
My God, do you understand how dumb you sound?
This is stupid. This is stupid and racist, and at some point we have to ask ourselves, do we want to reward this kind of disgusting behavior by platforming it?
I don't disagree with that. Listen, I didn't know she was going to say that. I don't disagree with you.
No. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't think you knew ahead of time. I'm saying at this moment, someone who's saying technically Black people brought up. No, technically Africans were stolen, enslaved, and they built this country. And the idea that you can justify calling a baby the N-word by saying that white people are losing the country is absurd. It's morally bankrupt, and it's honestly besides the point. All these are just distractions from the fact that she wants to justify dehumanizing and even animalizing a small Black child. It's disgusting.
Well, I never said that.
No, you may as well have done, because you're just an unashamed.
That's the implication of
proud racist. Let me bring in.
Uh, I ain't know this was going on Piers Morgan show. When this started going on down to the Piers Morgan show, I ain't know that. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Hey, Brittany. Thank you, Pooh. Well, I guess we can stop it there, child, because I'm almost to my hour. I just wanted to give y'all a little some, and a little some, just a little some. Not a big some, but a little some, just to give y'all some. Okay, not a big something, but a little something, just to give y'all some. But as I appreciate y'all on likes too, 104 likes. Um, oh man, thank you, beauty. Thank you for your cash app, boo. Mwah. I appreciate you, beauty. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, y'all, she is why I went straight to the white, the privilege. Child. I just didn't know they had that going on Piers Morgan. I ain't think that. Talking about some, we had to sit back and watch our towns be destroyed. Yeah, so did the black people back in the day. They had to sit back and see their shit get burned down to the ground because y'all hated to see them win it. So I mean, hey, it is what it is, bitch. What you mad for? We had to get over it, so get over it. Okay? We had to get over it, so get over it. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. I done reached my hour. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about. My bad. What was displayed and shown here, whatever. I see y'all tonight at 9:05 for the Row Alive. The link for that is already made. So go and hit the notification and hit that like button. And so your like is already there. All right. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Mama's Day. Thank you guys for the cash app. I appreciate y'all too. Thank you guys so much for the likes. As I said, say it again. And I will see y'all later on. Hopefully, Lord willing. Bye.